And don't start the where's Kamala, where's Kamala. Oh, so you do know how to pronounce her name correctly. Interesting. But she did put out a statement. She's basically saying what we're witnessing is an abuse of power, and we, the people, deserve better. And you know what's crazy? She said this was going to happen all through her campaign. It's almost like she's right. I just want to say this. You guys remember George W. Bush? The media used to tear him a new one. I'm talking about every single angle. It wasn't even left versus right. It was just everybody used to pick everything apart. You remember when 9/11 happened and he was caught reading a book upside down to children? He didn't attack the media. And you know what's crazy? This is going to sound so crazy. I miss those days because this is insane. What do you mean if somebody doesn't agree with the president that they will be silenced, that they will lose their job? The sick part of all of this is that this administration is using this man's Charlie Kirk's death, assassination, whatever you want to call it. They're using it for a political agenda. That is sick. That is sick. So you don't have the education. You don't have the knowledge. You don't have the experience to be in the position that you are. So you're going to use a podcaster's death for a political agenda? Are you fucking kidding me? And you know what? Something's up with all of this, because how is his wife now like the CEO of some organization? Something is so fishy, and it's crazy because you just can't trust our government. You never know. You never know. Smoke and mirrors. And before anybody start commenting, I don't care if black people celebrated his. I don't care if anybody celebrated his death. People celebrated Martin Luther King Jr.'s death. They celebrated Malcolm X's death. They celebrated JFK's death. Well, let me not take it that far. But they celebrated a lot of people's assassination.
Don't forget, follow, like, and subscribe.
Are you guys okay? Because people have opinions. Everyone have opinions. I don't think anybody should be taken up out of here over an opinion. And I definitely don't think anybody should be silenced for having an opinion. But you know what I've been thinking about lately? When did the Second Amendment become more important than the First? I keep hearing everybody say they're trying to take away our gun rights. They're trying to take away the Second Amendment. I really never seen anybody try to take that away. Honestly, I've seen more people trying to bring more regulations for it just so that we can create a safer society. Right? Right. Because just like a lot of things have regulations in place for safer society. For instances, cars. There are rules and regulations and laws built around just vehicles, just so that we can travel safely. And so that's all people were saying. Can we just have safer regulations for our Second Amendment? Yes, you do deserve the right to bear arms in America. This is America. Nobody's trying to come in your house and take your guns. But can we create it so that we're not having such a high gun violence murder rate? Or gun violence, period. Like, for a lot of pro-lifers, you guys, you don't really use your head. But what is really dangerous is losing the First Amendment. And that is freedom of speech. And that's why it's first before the second. Think about that.